My hometown is Speyer, which is in Germany, in the southwest of Germany, which is about 3/4 of an hour, maybe half an hour in the car north of the French border. Speyer used to be the court of the Holy Roman Emperor, and this is also where the Protestant Revolution started. So when Protestantism started, it started in my hometown. And Protestantism itself is already a shift away from quite monarchist movements. And I think as a result of that and the relationship, the closeness to France has led to the area being quite democratic in its outlook. So there is a belief that everyone should have the right to have a say in whatever happens in the world. There's quite a strong working class understanding of where we're from. So we've got a cathedral, we've got a really important Protestant church there, we've got loads and loads of schools, we now have a university as well, so it's basically full of civil servants. My hometown is a town of civil servants, and it's incredibly state and very beautiful, and it's wonderful for tourism, but to grow up in, not for me. In Germany, we think of Liverpool largely as being very similar to Hamburg, because it's a port city, it's got the red bricks, etc. So yeah, that's how I always imagined it. And then I came here and I was quite surprised because I think, yeah, Hamburg is beautiful in its own way, but it's also still very, very German. And the Germans tend to be a bit reserved and quite serious. And there are two things that stood out for me in Liverpool instantly, and they were the friendliness of the people in Liverpool. And the other thing that stood out for me as well was the humour. Scousers just laugh all the time. So yeah, brilliant city. Liverpool is definitely my home, there's no question. There's some resonances about homeness connected to Speyer in Germany because that's how I grew up. But Liverpool is home because I feel at home here. Like I walk down the street and I know people. I say hello to people. I know I have made my own home here insofar that I feel I can have a say in what is happening in my local community. That, I think, is why it feels like home. It's because I feel like a part of a community who's really invested in their city and who want to make their city a better place. You also get a completely different feel of a place when you walk or when you cycle. You see things differently. You see other things as well. So take my trip to work in the mornings. I cycle and increasingly deliberately along the Rala, the loop line, which obviously, goes all the way from Halewood to Aintree. And I go from Broad Green to Aintree, which is quite a journey in the morning. But, oh my God, it's so beautiful. And you get the sense of the landscape changing as well, because at first you're kind of slightly underground actually, because the railway was cut into the rock. So you've got all those trees hanging over you. And then in spring, you've got the wild garlic growing as well. So you've got that smell of wild garlic. And then you pass different places. You see the city in a completely different way, partially because you get different vistas, because of the infrastructure that is there is different from car infrastructure. But at the same time, you have a completely different connection to it because you get the smells, you get the sense of, oh, now I'm in the sun, now I'm out of the sun. And one of the wonderful things about walking and cycling, and I'm sure you've experienced that as well, is people do acknowledge you. They give you a little nod. Particularly if you come past several times and you see them on a regular basis.